Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home, and today I have a really simple, really sweet DIY to share with you guys where I'm basically making treasure from trash. So I recently found at a rummage sale a bunch of these cones that I could use for making some DIY trees. If you've been with me for about a year or so, you'll remember last fall from one sweater that I bought for 25 cents at a rummage sale, I made a really cute DIY sweater pillow and a little pumpkin. And I still have quite a bit of this sweater left over. It's a couple arms and some scraps here and there. There's some potential there to make some cute crafts. I am going to use this sweater, this basic piece of trash, to make a cute little tree to decorate with. If you weren't lucky like me to find a bunch of these cones at a rummage sale, they actually sell these at the Dollar Tree. So for $1 you can get a foam shaped tree like this, or you can even take a thick piece of cardstock or a cereal box and roll it into a cone shape and give it some hot glue and make your own tree shape. So this could be your own trash to treasure craft as well. I started by just cutting out little rectangles of the sweater and then rounding the edges on one side. I didn't worry about rounding all the edges and making ovals because I knew that the tree would layer upon itself. So I made some of them a little bit bigger, some of them a little bit smaller. I found that I needed about 40 of them, and I used the bigger little shapes on the bottom and the smaller ones towards the top. I was looking at the sweater and I noticed that there was this neat sort of edging along the neckline of the sweater. What I did was I cut that out and decided to use it as the base to the tree. I wanted to have something there underneath that first layer, so if you saw anything peeping through the sweater, you would see more of the sweater, and I thought this would give it a nice finished edge. So I cut that out and added it to the base of my tree. On the top, I took just 2 rectangular strips and crisscrossed them, glued them down to cover up the top of the cone and to give me something to layer over once I reach the top. So I'm just using hot glue here, and I will caution you, if you are hot gluing with a sweater, there's lots of little holes in the sweater material and that glue can pop out. So go lighter to start with. If you need to go back and add more glue, go that route instead of burning your fingers. I also layered each piece slightly over the one next to it just to give it a little bit more dimension and texture. So once the first layer was done on the base, the next layer I made sure to center in between 2 of the pieces on the base layer, and that gave it a really cool textural dimensional look to have the next layer be centered upon the previous layer. And I used this method all the way around and all the way up the tree. Again, I used the bigger pieces that I cut towards the bottom and the smaller pieces towards the top, and tried to center each layer on the layer below. So that is all it takes to make this beautiful little tree. I absolutely love how this turned out. It turned out even better than I expected. It has a really sort of rustic look to it, which I really like. If you decide to try this, don't worry at all about it looking perfect, because those imperfect shapes that you cut or the imperfect layers that you layered actually really add to the more organic look of this sort of craft. So right now I have it set here on this little table next to the couch. I don't know if it's gonna live here permanently this Christmas, but I sure love that pop of white against the black lantern and the red book. It's so festive, and I love that this is versatile. You could leave this out all the way through January, February, into the winter season. And if you fill up for some glitter, you could always add that to the edges of each of the layers for a little extra sparkle. So I loved this DIY. I hope you guys did too. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd love to have you here at the Sweet and Simple Home. I love making my home beautiful little by little, especially at the holidays. I have lots of great videos coming your way, so be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a thing. So if you decide to try out this craft and you're on Instagram, be sure to send me a picture. I'd love to see it. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm there at the same name, Sweet and Simple Home. You can come follow me. I'd love to see you there there too. If you haven't seen my Christmas centerpiece that I made for this holiday season, I hope you'll go watch that next. It's linked right here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can just click my face and you'll be subscribed. Thanks so much everyone for watching. Take care, and I will be back with more soon. Bye!